Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hunter Swanchara, and this is a first for many of us here tonight. This is my first student ambassador speech, while I'm currently enrolled in my first semester here at BCC, and I would imagine this is everyone's first time viewing a speech like this in an online format. Now, I would absolutely love to currently be at an extravagant meeting filled with ambassadors and donors alike, mingling the night away. Alas, it seems an online recording while inside of the marvelous BCC boardroom will have to do for this evening. With all of these first in mind, though, I'd like to begin by asking all of you here this evening one question. Have you ever experienced the emotion known as Joska? I don't need a show of hands, just think about it to yourself. I'll give you a moment. Odds are you have, but you just don't know what the word means. Well, Joska is a hypothetical conversation that you compulsively play out inside of your head. So when you're in the shower after an argument, you finally think of that big comeback that you should have said in the heat of the moment? Yes, that's Joska. You could experience it in any situation, especially those that seem to be the most important. You see, I'm not afraid to admit that I did not come from the most financially stable household. Money was tight and I didn't always have the necessary needs required for a young growing boy to thrive. Every day seemed like a journey, and maybe, just maybe, that's what made it worth it. I was sitting here a year ago, not thinking I would even have a chance at college. And why would I? No one in my family, intermediate or not, has ever been, so why would I be the first one to do so? I would have this conversation with myself consistently, seemingly going in circles, until I found out about the BCC offered Brunswick guarantee, a paid-in-full college ride if you happen to fall under a few certain requirements. A few certain requirements that I just happened to fall under. I quickly filled these applications out. The Brunswick guarantee, the FAFSA, anything I could get my hands on to ensure that I could possibly get a small sum of money taken off of my college fees. I finished all these papers and you would think that's it, there's nothing else to say. But you'd be quite wrong. During the entire waiting period, I would have the conversation with myself. Well, what if they don't accept you? What do you do then? What if you're not good enough? And for a moment I would think that's absolutely ridiculous, but Joska would win the battle every time. I'd end up thinking that it just wouldn't happen. I would never go to college until it finally happened. I was accepted into Brunswick Community College, a free ride, all thanks to some wonderful people that decided, well, I was worth it. And I was willing to put their money on the line for not only my education and my studies, but for my future. And for that, I'd like to thank all of them, each and every one of my donors, along with my teachers and fellow ambassadors. You see, Joska's worsened me, but it's also bettered me. I've experienced it in all paths of life, so at this point, it's more or less a part of me. I even named myself Joska throughout my musical career endeavors. Don't get the wrong idea though. I may be Joska, but I won't ever let Joska choke me up. Never again. I've been Hunter Swanchara, and thank you all for your time.